Whoa, what's going on here? A very intense one-night stand, that's what. Yep, this trip video is a little different to the others, as we are leading a convoy 24 strong for the first intense off-road meetup trip we have ever done. We start with a quick cruise down to Tim's Thicket and Whitehills, followed by a trek back to Serpentine, where we have secured a large private property for a bonfire, camping and a cook-up. But first, there's some housekeeping to attend to at our meeting point.
Just a few points before we set off. Some of you guys film for your own channels. I don't mind if you all film a bit from the weekend, that's okay. Just understand that it's going to be pretty slow moving with us filming, so just try and work around that. UHF channel is 28. I'm going to be taking up the front of the convoy. Taylor's going to take it up the rear because that's just how he likes it. And if we lose you anywhere along the way, we'll meet you down at Tim's Thicket Road. So it's pretty easy to follow on your GPS on the phone. You just be heading down to Mandurah, punch in Tim's Thicket Road, go right to the end. I'll be doing a vehicle count once we're there before we hit the trails. All right, that's about all I have to say. So filter all back off to your vehicles and we'll start cruising down there. So we're on the road for the 2018 Intense Overnighter. Finally, this has been a couple of months in the planning. I've done a meetup before in the very early days of Intense Off-Road. Wasn't that big of a success, but the turnout today has been pretty good. We've got 23 vehicles in convoy and we're headed for Tim's Thicket. We'll see you there for some action. This here is the end of Tim's Thicket Road, and behind me is a convoy of about 24 vehicles. It's pretty hectic, so it's going to be slow travelling through the back of the dunes. You've got two options here. You go straight to the beach and then you go south, but there's this rocky headland that comes out and you've got to time it with the waves and shoot around and try not to get swamped. So I'm not keen to put all these people through that. It'll take forever, and then if somebody does happen to get sunk, I'd give them the wooden spoon prize, but I don't think a work light and 2 canvas pouches is much compensation for a drowned 4-wheel drive. So let's go and crawl through these trails, have a bit of fun, get down onto the beach.
While it looks like it went for 5 minutes, leading a convoy this big is slow going. After a quick spin down the beach, it was time to air up again and head back to the property. I made a campsite speech which I somehow lost the audio for. It went a little like this: don't rip skids, use the toilet on wheels I've hired, and come be a part of the little cooking video in an hour if you're interested. We got the fires going and Jake walked around for a bit of a chat.
Come for a walk with me as we do surprise interviews on people's cars. Right, I'm here with Taylor. Taylor, take a deep breath and tell me your favourite thing about your car.
Well, you know, there is lots great about this vehicle. I don't know, probably the best thing is just capability. Yeah, sweet. I haven't gotten stuck yet.
Love it.
Yet.
Sorry to keep you guys at an awkward moment, but what's your favourite thing about your car?
Probably the power, 4.8 petrol.
What's your favourite thing about your car?
It's a Triton.
Enough said. What's your favourite thing about your car?
It's not a car.
Beautiful, it's a truck. What's your favourite thing about your truck?
That's what's my favourite thing about it.
Love it. What's your favourite thing about your vehicle?
The EMU export on the front.
You gotta get the cans.
Oh, yes.
Get like extra 5 horsepower each side.
Each side.
Oh, both sides.
Yeah, nice.
Alright, get that, guys. You got EMU export both sides, as well as the roo whistles to keep away the roos. Take a deep breath, tell me your favourite thing about your vehicle.
It used to be the way it drives, but now it's basically everything, all the accessories on it, and the wheels, the bull bar, the roof rack. My favourite thing is the roof rack, because you can put everything on there, accessories, put the swag up there, all good.
Beautiful, thank you, Don.
No problem.
Take a deep breath and tell me your favourite thing about your vehicle.
V8 engine, 4.7 litre, long range tanks, winch, diff lockers front and rear, winch, steel bull bars, side protection rails, LED system in the back. It's pretty much all I can think of.
Sir, take a deep breath and tell me your favourite thing about your vehicle.
Favourite thing about the vehicle? Probably the turbo engine. Factory turbo.
Yeah, love it.
Yep, good fuel economy, enough power to overtake on the highway, and that's about it really.
Just everything. It gets me to where I need to go. It's trustworthy.
I love that.
Yeah, it's nothing special about it. It's got good old 1HZ, so it's as slow as a snail, but still gets me to where I need to go.
The way the bull bar is secured to the actual frame.
Alright, we've got to have a look at this, folks.
Give it a rattle.
Give it a wobble apple.
Oh dear.
A couple of roofing screws.
That's fantastic.
Favourite thing about my vehicle would be its clearance.
My vehicle, just the, I'd have to say the capabilities.
Beautiful, love it. Take a deep breath, tell us your favourite thing about your vehicle.
The simplicity of it. Haven't done much to it, and it works.
Beautiful. Yeah. See guys, you don't always have to do things to your vehicle. Alright. Mate, take a deep breath, tell us your favourite thing about your vehicle.
It works. Best thing I put in the vehicle, second battery, man, and the e-locker, definitely, for sure.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh look, I think Taylor's getting started on the ribs without us.
Put the capsicum in there because it keeps the ribs off the bottom of the pan, so it's not on direct heat. Plus all that, and the capsicum and the onions, they're going to turn into a nice juicy slop that you just put on top of your ribs, and it's beautiful to eat. It's just fantastic mixed with all the spices and the sauce. No, you got to cut it fairly thick as well, because it does just turn into really soft, gooey slop that you wouldn't have a clue what's in it. So the bigger it is, just cut it fairly thick and then just break them into rings. Just chuck it anywhere in there. Because we have 6 kilos of ribs to cook tonight, we're going to use as much mustard as possible. So 1 whole thing of whole grain mustard, if it'll come out. Yeah, this is just a simple Dijon mustard, traditional Dijon, however you say it. 4 jars of mustard, 6 kilos of ribs. So far, 4 capsicums in the tray and 1 big red onion. Slather it on, doesn't have to be pretty or neat or anything. Just
Saucy, bro.
Yeah. Nothing like getting a bit saucy when you're camping.
Yep.
You want to cover that in some, so just move that out of the way, put it on the board and
see
just
what you're doing
cover them.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
It's like a salt bay without salt.
Pretty much. You could probably salt bait if you want.
Could do. Hang on, I'll flip it and then I'll do a salt
Yeah,
bay.
just careful that you don't tip all of it down there. If you want a spoon.
Don't waste it all on one rib.
Yeah, pretty much. You got to space your timings.
Salt bay. Alright, you ready, cameraman? Mostly going downwind.
It's alright.
More effective out of the top.
Do you want a spoon to get it out of the tub?
No.
No.
I like challenges.
Might not have brought
Alright,
enough
now
in
what
there.
do I do? Lay it on the veg?
Yep, lay it on the veg. Only a little bit of salmonella.
What and crop? Dude, chili seeds in it.
Yep.
Dude.
I thought you liked chili, man. Not that much?
It's not bad, actually. Export. Amy, you got to bring in a spicy version. That's not too bad. Try not to put the tub in your lens. Oh, more ribs.
More ribs.
Jeez.
I bought 6 kilos of ribs. How else would you rather spend a Saturday night?
Mate, on the chilies.
Yeah.
It's got to be that one.
Mind you, we didn't say no phones, like no phones on.
Oh, jeez.
I did put a fair bit in there. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
What sort of chili is it?
Habanero.
Oh.
Meat fingers. We can stick the top on that one now.
Sweet.
Oh, almost forgot the secret ingredient too. Bit of Guinness extra stout. What are these? The 750ml bottles. Just pour it down the side. It's just for it to sit in. So there's 3/4 in that one. Now it's a lucky thing I don't like Guinness. Yeah, I'm gonna put, Dad likes Guinness, so he'll drink it. I'm gonna put a little bit more in this one. It's just so the veggies can soak it all up. And rightio, so now we've finished the prep. I'm gonna stick them on the fire. I was gonna say oven then, but it's a bush oven. Stick them on the oven, probably around 3 hours. I'll more than likely check them every hour because I'm really impatient. After the first hour or 2 hours, I'm gonna coat them in barbecue sauce, and that just adds to the flavor, adds to the moisture, and it's beautiful.
Australia's pretty different. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the history of other countries, but sometimes I'm like, oh.
I'm not gonna lie, these look pretty bloody good. They even sound like they're tasty. Where's the knife? That meat's just falling off the bone. Who wants the first one?
No
I'll
take
go,
it.
mate.
Yeah, go on, roll.
Go.
I wouldn't trust him either.
I reckon that's going to be hot as a man.
Careful, mate.
If I wasn't already married.
That's a pretty good explanation for me. Who wants the next one? Who's going?
Compare it to Fish Hut, Jake.
Yes, just as good, if not better than Fish Hut.
Yeah? We got the ones with chili coming up yet, so.
You're unstoppable, buddy.
All right, Jess.
Quick rice. Pan didn't have enough meat to get the rice going. The running bird in it definitely made it. Or the emu did it.
Oh, they're a little bit overdone.
Last time. I'll go again if no one else will.
Despite the extra charcoal, the ribs went down a treat with the night's shenanigans. But what happens on the intense one night stand stays on the intense one night stand. Maybe you'll just have to come along and see on the next one.
So it's Sunday morning and everybody's moved on, gone to get on with their long weekend, and we're just finishing packing up here. Overall, I think this was a huge success. I had a really good time and I'm very pleased to say that everybody that came along are exactly the type of people that I want to be enjoying intense off-road. Everyone was respectful and I think I'm pretty good mates with everyone that showed up. Generally, I find that when you pull together a big group of people, you get one or two idiots, but no, couldn't pick them. Either I've got terrible judgment or you're all top people, so I'd be more... Yeah, or I'm the idiot. I'd be more inclined to say that you guys were awesome, so I'm looking forward to holding similar events in the future.
It's nice to actually put some faces to names and meet some people that have supported the channel and always letting us do what we want, pretty much. Yeah, just a big thanks to everyone that came along and hope you all enjoyed the ribs. I did. Made enough mess cooking them too.
Okay, we're going to move on. Hope you enjoyed the video, and to all you guys that were actually on the trip, I hope you had a really good time. I'll look forward to seeing you all again in the future.